Hey guys, all my followers, another one of my videos. As you can see from here, today is on 5 Series. This is a 2004, if I'm not mistaken, and the engine is 2.0 or 2.3. But we'll have a better look at the data when I load them. When I load the data into the DS708. So obviously, once again, this is for the DS708. We're gonna scan this car, and with no more waiting, just a little bit of glare on the screen. So the first three options here is read out vehicle data. The VIN basically is for you to put the last 7 digits of the VIN, and basic features is basically for you to select the car manually. So we're gonna go through option 1. So it's actually 2003. So it's the 520i, and is a 5 Series E60. That's okay. Okay, here he is. What I've been doing lately, guys, is to make the videos a little bit shorter. What I've been doing is I've been pausing every time he's like establishing communications or loading data. I've just paused the video and then I go back, carry on recording, so to make the videos a little bit shorter. So this is your first menu. Auto scan, which is the one we're going to be doing. Control units, so you can go manually to each control unit, as you can see. Then you have these sub menus. Then if you're going to drive, you have everything related to the drive of the vehicle. And if you're going to chassis, you have everything about the chassis, and so forth. Vehicle details is just that other menu I've showed you. There it is. Power supply and battery. I believe here is where you actually register the replacement. This function works very well on the 5 Series. I can tell you that. Actually, I'll do a video next time for it. And service functions. Here you have several. Oh yeah, he's always loses the focus. You have several maintenance related functions, like the transport mode, CBS reset, CBS correction. For the maintenance, for example, when you're going to drive, if you go to motor electronics, for example, and I'm just going to show you this as an example, you can, for example, adjust programs, and you can adjust all these. It's not clear. I'm going to have to change the DS708, because otherwise you won't be able to see nothing. Into a different position. Sorry guys, I had to adjust the position of the DS708, so I hope when the sun comes out again it doesn't create so much of a glare. So yeah, as I was saying, maintenance, when you come here under engine, motor electronics, for example, you have the idle speed, clear adaptations, adjustment consumption indicator. So there is a few options here that you can go through, as you can see. When you go under CAS, you have CAS reset, ELV, fault counter. I have actually a video for this one, if you look on my other videos. Selector level test and remote key test. Transmission control, these last two, this is a manual, so it's not going to work anyway. Then when you go into chassis, you have steering angle sensor, wheel slip control system, tire defect indicator, dynamic drive, electronic temper control. So there's a few service that you can do. Look and security functions, then you have about a few options here, 15 of them. Some of them then are available, like night vision. You don't have the night vision here, and other ones, but let's just see, for example, what kind of for example, the power windows. Just see what you can do, just so you have a better idea. So this is basic to initialize the power windows motors or the modules on the doors, so you can initiate that. So that's what you can do. Okay, so let's gonna hand this service function. There's other functions here, like if I go to the remote key, you can enable or disable, or you can set the personalization number. But obviously, what we want, as always, is the auto scan, and see what comes out from here. So the auto scan is finished. I had to move the DS708 again. I think I'm going to start to do these videos, or try to do them when it's dark, because the glare is just horrible. But anyway, so we had 25 ECUs that were found. So the video goes already on sorry guys, the DS708 found 25 ECUs. The video goes around on 7 minutes, so we're gonna have to make these a little bit quicker. So this is the first ECU we're gonna go, which is the airbags. Live data, as always, I'm gonna skip the tops. Okay, so you have two options here. Live data, so it shows you that. It shows you, for example, that the seat belts, if the detection is working or not. And then you have E85 Orion drive. This is for the E85, so it's not the case. And that's it for this ECU. That second ECU obviously is going to be exactly the same as that one, so we're going to skip that one. We're going to go to number 3. So live data. Once again, guys, this is actually under submenus, as you can see, is you have submenus with different options. So you can see the live data, for example, on number 1 for this. This is manual, and electric, but you have, for example, steering angle sensor, so that should show you. There we go. So if I move the steering, and what you have then, I'm not going to show you all of them, but you have all the other, come on, it's temperamental today. So you have all these other submenus with different live data, obviously. So if you're on a multi-function steering wheel, for you to test the buttons on the steering wheel, and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all of them, because otherwise it's going to make these definitely too big, too long. Component activation, horn, lightning. There it is. Okay. Don't know why it says lightning when it goes to the wipers, but number 4, SCM, live data, component activation. Now I'm going to skip the module from the passenger door, and I go straight to the driver door, and I will skip any other modules. I'm not sure if there's modules on the rear doors on this one, but so I'll have data, general, this is what I can look at, switch block, this is what I can look, mirror, potentiometer, central looking, component activation, power windows, function lighting, exterior, rear view, mirror, and central looking. That's it. The central information display, which is the known as iDrive, that screen in the middle. So this is the live data for it. Component activation, reset control unit. That's it. It's not a lot of functions, to be honest. Con controller. This is the iDrive controller in the center console. So that's what you can look at. Component activation, reset control unit. That's it. The alarm. HVAC system. If you want to have a better look at any of these live data options, you can always pause the video. Instrument cluster. I must say, guys, but from the look of it, the only thing you can really do is look at some live data. And very, very basic component activation on all the ECUs. Light module. I'm not gonna go through all the live data inside of these menus, but you can surely figure out what's in there. Micro power module. Park distance control. Rain sensor. SFZ. That's GM or same. Safety and gateway module. There's no even nothing to look at this. ABS. CAS. So as you can see by now, when you see programming, guys, it's live data, yeah, so there's nothing. As you can see, guys, the only functions you really have as such is live data. This CAS reset, guys, and on all the other ECUs, don't think you're gonna delete everything inside the ECUs. This CAS reset, or when it comes to reset these modules, all it does is a kind of a reboot of the ECU. It's all it does. So, but as you can see on all of these ECUs so far, the only extra options you really have is the live data, which is kind of normal, and you actually have the component activation. Once again, here, look, live data, your live data, and your component activation. Yes, you can activate a few things. You can activate the blind for the radiator as well. So on here, when you come through the auto scan, you can only really do the live data and a little bit of component activation. There's no special functions at all. So I think it will worth to come to service functions. Actually, let me just see if it makes a difference if I go to control units and drive. Diesel. No, same thing. Let me see if there's the other one, but I don't think there is. Yeah, same thing. It won't allow you to do anything special, but you can do a little bit extra when you come to service functions. So there's a separate menu for that. Let's see, for example, under rain and light sensor, so you can actually initialize the sensor, for example. Let's see, why can you, for example, remote? Oh, we've been here already, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see, for example, safety systems. Well, there's a few good things here. I think what we'll do is probably now on this, but maybe the next time I have a 5 series, I will make a video exploring a little bit more the actually service functions on these BMWs. So you can actually adjust, for example, you can really adjust the idling speed. I think, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video for the 5 series next time I have one around, just for this service menu. But this was the DS708 on this 520 2003. Other than under the service function, under the service menu, when you go to into the ECUs itself, you don't really have nothing there. You know, it's just live data and a little bit of component activation. That's it. But yeah, I think it will worth to make a video just for this service menu, which I will do probably not on this car. I should have another 5 series coming around very soon to do some coding, and if I do have that one, I will actually make a video just so we're gonna go deeply into those service menu to see exactly what you are able to do in there. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Once again, any questions, put them below. Thank you for watching.